Okay, guys, now we are going to study about placenta. Placenta, 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 placenta. Okay, placenta, it is a disc-shaped structure. Placenta is a disc-shaped structure. Okay, guys, listen. This is uterus. This is uterus, isn't it? Isn't it? Okay. And guys, listen. The placenta will be formed here. This structure, this disc-shaped structure is called placenta. This disc-shaped structure is called placenta. Okay. This placenta, the placenta contains nutrients. Okay. The placenta contains finger-like projections called villi. Villi. Okay. There will be finger-like projections like this. Okay, these are called chorionic villi or embryonic villi. Actual name is chorionic villi. That is not there in your book. You will study about that in 12th standard. Okay, in your book it is given. It is embryonic villi. What? Embryonic villi. Okay, so this is placenta. This is placenta. This is placenta. Placenta. Okay, placenta is formed by villi of embryocyte and mother's blood vessels on the wall of uterus. On the wall of uterus there will be many blood vessels from mother. There will be many blood vessels from mother. Okay, on the wall of uterus there will be many blood vessels from mother. These are the blood vessels of mother. Understood? Understood? Okay, guys, listen. It is formed by, the placenta is formed by villi of embryonic side and tissues of uterus. Okay, it contains blood vessels of mother. And guys, listen. Baby, the fetus will be here. This is the body of fetus. This is the head of fetus. Okay, head of fetus, and there will be a tube that is called umbilical cord. That umbilical cord will be connected on the belly button. You know that? Okay. During delivery, that will be removed, isn't it? Okay. So this tube is called umbilical cord. This tube is called umbilical cord. Umbilical cord. Okay, so this is placenta. From the placenta, umbilical cord will be emerged, that will be attached on the belly button. Understood? Okay, belly button is actually the remainings of the umbilical cord. Okay, and baby's blood vessels, the baby's blood vessels, the baby's blood vessels. These are the blood vessels of the baby. These are the blood vessels of the baby. Okay, can you see, is there any connection between mother's blood vessels and baby's blood vessel? No connection. No connection. Are they in contact? No, they are not in contact, right? They are not in contact. Okay. These mother's blood vessels and baby's blood vessels are separated by the placenta. Okay. Placenta serves as a barrier between mother's blood vessels and fetal blood vessels. Understood? See, the mother's blood and fetus blood has no connection. Okay. They may be different groups. What's your mother's blood group, Nahan? Okay, what is your blood group? A positive. Yours? A positive. Okay. What is yours, Asher? Mothers? Oh, positive. Is there? Yeah. What about Nas? Mothers? Both. Why? Come on. Is there any different one? Mothers different and yours different. And you know, there are chances for that. We have studied the blood group, ABO blood grouping. Okay, mother's blood group and baby's blood group can be different. Okay, which means the mother's blood and baby's blood has no connection. Okay, if mother's blood group is negative blood group and baby's blood group is positive blood group, okay, if they mixes, the baby will die due to agglutination. Understood? So A positive, I don't know seriously. Okay. Guys, listen. So there is no connection between baby's blood group, sorry, baby's blood group and mother's blood group. Okay, the baby's blood and mother's blood are separated by placenta. Okay, guys, placenta is a discal shaped structure formed by formed by formed by villi of embryonic site, villi of embryonic site, and the tissues of uterus, and the tissues of uterus. Come on, guys, the placenta is formed by villi of embryonic site and tissues of uterus, isn't it? Okay, and placenta serves as a barrier, serves as a barrier, serves as a barrier, serves as a barrier between mother's blood vessels, mother's blood vessels and fetus, mother's blood vessels and fetus, mother's blood vessels and fetus, mother's blood vessels and fetus. Guys, listen, when mother eats food, the nutrients, right? The nutrients from the food is absorbed into blood. The blood carries nutrients, and the blood delivers nutrients in the placenta. See, when mother, guys, listen, when mother eats food, okay, mother's digestive system will digest the food and the nutrients are absorbed into mother's blood carries the nutrients and mother's blood delivers the nutrients in the placenta, mother's blood delivers the nutrients in the placenta. Okay, from the placenta the nutrients are taken by the blood vessels of fetus and that is carried into the baby, carried into the fetus. Understood? Once again, the placenta serves as a mediator. Understood? Mother's blood vessel delivers nutrients in the placenta. Nahan, mother's blood vessels delivers nutrients in the placenta. Okay, mother's blood vessel delivers nutrients in the placenta. From the placenta, the nutrients are absorbed by the fetus blood. Understood? Understood? And mother inhales oxygen. Mother inhales oxygen. Okay, from her lungs, oxygen enters into the blood. Blood delivers oxygen here. Blood delivers. The mother's blood carries oxygen and delivers the oxygen here in the placenta. From the placenta, this oxygen is taken by the fetus. Got it? Got it? See, for example, I'm the fetus, okay? I'm not the fetus, I'm the placenta. I'm the placenta. What is my function? Taking nutrients from mother's blood and giving to fetus. Understood? What is my function? Taking oxygen from mother's blood and giving to fetus. Understood? What is the function of placenta? Transport of substances between mother's blood and fetus, isn't it? In return, the baby will have, the fetus will have some waste materials. Okay, the waste materials coming like this. Waste materials are deposited here in the placenta. From the placenta, these waste materials are absorbed by mother's blood. Mother's blood carries that and mother will remove the waste. Understood? Okay, and the baby will have carbon dioxide as a result of respiration, and the carbon dioxide will also come like this, and the carbon dioxide will be delivered here from the placenta. Carbon dioxide absorbed by mother's blood and mother exhales that out. Understood? So what is the function of placenta? Placenta, mediator, transport of substances between mother and fetus. Okay. Function transport of nutrients and oxygen from mother's blood to fetus, and transport of waste materials and CO2 from Fetus to mother's blood. From fetus to mother's blood. Okay, that's it about placenta. Once again, placenta is a disc-shaped structure formed by villi of embryonic side and the tissues of uterus. Placenta serves as a barrier, a shield, right, between mother's blood and fetus. Okay, and the function of placenta, transport of nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and waste between mother and father. Mother and fetus. Okay, good. കഴിഞ്ഞോ എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞോ finished Ashmil Ahmad Ashmil mother O positive, Ashmil A positive. Okay, no connection. Ali, you there? Ali. Okay. Rahan, you there?
Answer.
Okay. Sanha. Nashwa.
Yes, sir.
Faisan. Okay, good. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, listen. Next, we are going to study about menstruation. Menstruation. Okay. Okay. Have you heard about mensuration? In mathematics, there is a chapter mensuration. That is mensuration. Eh? Mensuration means the area, volume, that kind of things. Okay. Have you studied something like this in mathematics? Okay, that kind of things coming under this mensuration. Okay, but there's a T here, menstruation. Okay, menstruation or menstrual cycle. Okay, let's study what is this. Okay, once again, uterus. Okay, guys, listen. And there is fallopian tube. Fallopian tube is here, and ovary is here, isn't it? Ovary. Okay. And how many ovums are released from ovary? One per month, right? One per month. Okay. Guys, listen. How many immature eggs are there in the ovary at the time of birth? Thousands of immature eggs will be there at the time of birth. Okay. On development, the number of immature eggs decreases. അത് നമുക്ക് പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റിയിട്ടുണ്ട് എംബ്രിയോ ഒക്കെ വെച്ചിട്ട് ഈ മിസ്കാരേജ് ഒക്കെ സംഭവിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് ആ കുട്ടിയുടെ ബോഡി, അതായത് നമ്മൾ ഒരു ഡെഡ് ബോഡിയിൽ എങ്ങനെയാണോ പഠിക്കുന്നത് അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഫീറ്റൽ ബോഡിയിലും പഠിച്ചു. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ ഗൈസ് ലിസൺ, കം ഓൺ. Ovum, right? Immature eggs. In every month, one ovum will be released. This is an ovum, right? In every month, one ovum will be released. Release of ovum is called release of ovum from the ovaries is called, can anyone say? Ovulation. Very good. Release of ovum from the ovary is called ovulation. Okay. When, guys, listen, ovulation occurred, right? And this ovum will then the color this ovum will move, and ovum reaches here, and ovum will be waiting for the entry of sperm, right? Sorry. Waiting for the entry of sperm. When the sperm comes, fertilization will occur, right? Right. After fertilization, what will happen? There is implantation and development of embryo. For implantation, the uterus uterus will prepares itself. Okay, the uterus will prepare itself. Guys, listen. By making the inner layer of the uterus spongy, uterus will makes its inner layer spongy. Uterus will make its inner layer spongy and adds new blood vessels for what, guys? For what? For what? To carry a fetus and for implantation. Okay, okay. The embryo implantation എന്താന്നല്ലേ ചോദിച്ചേ? ഇങ്ങോട്ട് നോക്ക്. ഇതാ സൈഗോട്ട് ആയത് കണ്ടോ? സൈഗോട്ട് ഡെവലപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് എംബ്രിയോ ആയത് കണ്ടോ? ഈ എംബ്രിയോ യൂട്രസിന്റെ വാളിൽ ഒട്ടിപ്പിടിക്കും. അങ്ങനെ ഒട്ടിപ്പിടിച്ചിട്ടാണ് പിന്നെ പ്ലാസന്റെ ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടായി വരുന്നതും ഫീറ്റസ് ഒക്കെ ആയിട്ട് മാറുന്നതും. ഓക്കെ, മനസ്സിലായോ? Okay, and for implantation, the inner lining of uterus wall will become spongy. Understood? Understood. That is a change occur in the female body every month along with the ovulation. Okay, along with ovulation, the inner lining of uterus prepares itself by making it spongy and by adding new blood vessels. Okay, and that question will come for exam. What are the changes occurring along with the ovulation in the female body? Okay, guys, listen. Along with the release of ovum, along with the release of ovum, ovulation, along with the release of ovum or ovulation, the inner wall of uterus, prepares itself by making it into spongy and by adding new blood vessels for implantation and development of fetus. Okay, and if there is no entry of sperm, there will be no fertilization, right? If there is no fertilization, Gavin, right? Right? Okay, and if there is no fertilization, all these preparations are just waste, right? What was the need of this preparation? For implantation and to carry the baby. Okay, if there is no entry of sperm, there is no fertilization, then all these preparations in the inner lining is waste. Understood? So listen, after 2 or 4 days, the unfertilized egg will go out. Along with these blood vessels and blood with mucus will come out. Okay, that is called menstrual bleeding. Okay, so what is menstruation? If there is no fertilization, the unfertilized egg or ovum along with blood and mucus, the unfertilized egg along with blood and mucus will come out through vagina. Okay, if there's no fertilization, the unfertilized egg along with the blood and mucus will be released through vagina. Okay, and it lasts for 2 to 8 days. The menstrual blood flow will last for 2 to 8 days. Okay, it lasts for 2 to 8 days. It's variable. In some cases 2 days, maximum 8 days. Okay, ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. Pregnant ആയ ഇത് പിന്നെ പുറത്തോട്ട് പോകേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ലല്ലോ. Okay, and once if there is no menstruation, which means she may be pregnant. Understood? Understood? That's how primarily we confirm pregnancy. Okay, if this month there is no menstruation, which means she may be pregnant. Understood? Okay, yeah. And it lasts for 2 to 8 days. It lasts for 2 to 8 days, and it repeats. It repeats. It repeats in every 28 days. It repeats in every 28 days. It repeats in every 28 days. Okay. You know, there is a cycle. I will show you the fertile window. Ah. Hmm. എന്ത് കഷ്ടാണല്ലേ. ആ അത് ഇടയ്ക്ക് ഓണാക്കി ഓഫാക്കിയാൽ വരാറുണ്ട്. ഓഫാക്കി ഓണാക്കിയാൽ വരാറുണ്ട്. കമോൺ. NCERT അല്ല. ഏത്? ഇതോ? ഓക്കെ, ഇങ്ങോട്ട് നോക്കിക്കേ. ഇതാ, ദിസ് is actually the menstrual cycle. Okay, this is actually the menstrual cycle. See, you know how to count the menstrual cycle. The first day of menstrual bleeding, blood വരുന്ന first day. Okay, the first day of menstrual bleeding is this. ഇത് ക്ലിയർ ആവൂലേ? വേറെ ക്ലിയർ പിക്ചർ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ദാ ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്താൽ തീരെയും ക്ലിയർ ഉണ്ടാവില്ലടാ. എന്നിട്ടോ ഓപ്പൺ ഇൻ എ ന്യൂ ടാബോ? ഫേസ്ബുക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി. ഓക്കെ, കുഴപ്പമില്ല. എനിക്ക് നമ്പേഴ്സ് കാണാനില്ലേ? Can you see the numbers? Okay, I will explain. See, the first day of menstrual bleeding, the counting starts from the first day of menstrual bleeding. Okay? Okay, the menstrual bleeding starts for 2 to 8 days up to this day. Okay, and you know it repeats in every 28 days, isn't it? And the ovum is released. Ovulation occurs in the 14th day. Okay, it's variable. In some women it may be released in the 14th day, 13th day, 12th day, 11th day, 10th day. Okay, it may be earlier or later. Understood. But the exact date is the 14th day. Ovum is released in the 14th day. Okay, after releasing, the ovum will wait for 2 days. Okay, and if you do intercourse in these days, there is high chance for becoming pregnant. Understood. And see the risky period. If you do intercourse from 10th day to 18th day, there is high chance for becoming pregnant. Okay, after 18th day it is safe to have sex. Understood. Because ovum is died already. And in this period it's very safe. Okay, and this is a slight risk is there possible. There is a possible time, but this period is called a fertile window. Understood? Okay, there is high chance for fertilization if you do intercourse in this period. മനസ്സിലായോ? That's how you can count this. Okay, and naturally, so for some couples, they don't want babies and they are too afraid to do any contraceptive methods. Okay, then you can go for this natural methods. Okay, and there is high risk in natural methods. There are high chances for failure of natural methods, because in a big percentage of women there is irregular menstrual cycle. The date may vary. Okay, And if you travel from one country to other country, there will be no menstruation for 1 or 2 months. That can also happen. മനസ്സിലായോ? നിങ്ങൾ ഒരു ഡിസ്റ്റൻറ്റ് കൺട്രിയിലോട്ട് ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്യുകയാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ക്ലൈമറ്റ് മാറുന്നതിനനുസരിച്ച് ചിലപ്പോൾ 1 മാസം 2 മാസം ഒക്കെ ചേഞ്ച് ആവാനും സാധ്യതയുണ്ട്. മനസ്സിലായോ? ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ ഗൈസ്, വാട്ട് ഈസ് മെൻസ്ട്രേഷൻ? Menstruation, it is the release of unfertilized egg. It is the release of unfertilized egg. Unfertilized egg along with blood and mucus through vagina. Okay, it is the release of unfertilized egg along with blood and mucus through vagina. Mucus എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ സ്ലൈമി ആയിട്ടൊരു സബ്സ്റ്റൻസ്. Okay, yeah, okay, that's it. അമ്മാറിന് മനസ്സിലായോ? അമ്മാർ, പാർവതി, അവീവ?
Yes, sir.
Okay, പനി മാറിയോ?
Almost.
Almost. Okay.
Almost.
Okay, good. Okay, guys, that is over. Okay, now menstruation is also over. We have studied about placenta and we have studied about menstruation also. Okay, now we are going to study about reproductive health. Reproductive health. Okay, yeah. Reproductive health, it is the physical, mental, social and behavioral physical, mental, social and behavioral well-being in all aspects of sexual reproduction. Physical, mental, social and behavioral well-being in all aspects of sexual reproduction is called reproductive health. For example, guys, see, physical maturity is not the reproductive maturity. You need the mental maturity also. Okay, for example, you may have strong sex organs, you may have high sperm count. Okay, you may be physically fit. Okay, but if you are not mentally fit, you don't have the reproductive health. Okay, maybe see, you are physically fit and you don't have any diseases, you don't have any sexually transmitted diseases, that will not make you reproductively fit person. Okay, you must be mentally fit. Okay, you must be mentally matured. Okay, and guys, listen, if you are a pedophile, PDF file, okay, PDF file, pedophile എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ കോപ്പിറൈറ്റ് കിട്ടിയാലോ, അതുകൊണ്ട് പെഡോ. ഓക്കെ ഗൈസ്, ലിസൺ. PDF ഫയൽ ഫോട്ടോ വെച്ചാൽ മതി അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ ഗൈസ്, അവൻ്റെ ഫോട്ടോ, സോറി അങ്ങനെയൊന്നും പറയരുത് കേട്ടോ. Okay guys, listen, if you normally a healthy individual will have sexual desire towards the opposite gender. Okay, and if you have sexual desire towards the same gender, that is not a reproductive fitness. Okay, you may support gay or lesbian, but that will not result in reproduction. Understood? You may have sex. Okay, you may get pleasure when you if you are a gay or if you are a lesbian, but that will not result in reproduction. So that is not a reproductive fitness. Understood? Okay, and some people have sexual desire towards animals, zoophilia. You don't know about that. Okay, some people will have sex with animals. Okay, that is, see, that is a mental problem, that's a behavioral problem. Okay, and if you are a rapist, that's a social problem. You are not socially fit. Understood? Okay. And some people have some people have sexual desire, not reproductive desire. Sexual desire towards dead bodies. That is called a necrophilia. They will dig out the fresh dead bodies from the cemetery, and they will have sex with that. And yeah, you know that there's a problem called a necrophilia. Understood? Those are the those are the problems. Got it. So if you want to call yourself a reproductively fit person or a reproductively healthy person, you must be physically, mentally, socially and behaviorally healthy. Okay, mental maturity is also important. Okay, you must know about all the aspects of sexual reproduction. And you know, there's a news, that's a common news, I'll tell you. 18 years old, 15 years old boy is raped by college girls. See, okay, of course. Okay, 17 years old boy is raped by college girls. Then the comment was, oh, he's so lucky guy. The comments will be like that. But that is rape, guys. If you think like that, if you think he's a lucky guy, you are not mentally fit. Understood? You are not reproductively healthy. Rape is rape. Okay, whatever the gender. Understood? Okay, yeah, he's not a lucky guy. Okay, and if you are not, if he was not ready for that, how the what else you can call that if other than rape? Got it. So mental maturity, not physical maturity, mental maturity is also important. Mental maturity is also important. Okay, and you know, so some of the boys things about women as the objects for sexual desire. Okay, that is also wrong. Okay, rape. നീ റീപ്രൊഡക്റ്റീവ്ലി ഹെൽത്തി അല്ല കേട്ടോ നാസേ. അവരെ പറഞ്ഞ എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി നഹാനെ. Okay. Guys, listen. Listen. A person is under pressure. A person is under pressure from these issues in reproductive period. Okay, a person is under pressure from these issues in reproductive period. Trust me, this topic is there in the syllabus. Okay, guys, listen. Which are the three issues? First issue, family. First issue, friends. Second issue, family. Third issue, government. Third issue, government. Okay, friends, family, government. Okay, a person under pressure from these three people. Okay, friends, family, government. And friends will encourage that person. Friends will encourage you to get involved in different activities. Okay, bro, do that. Bro, jump from there. Okay, bro, propose her. Bro, kiss her. Okay, yeah, just do that kind of things. Okay, yeah, that are issues. And family, okay, if you are 27 years old, 28 years old, okay, the family will apply pressure on you to get married and for having children. Understood? But the government is against having children in India, which is the most populated country in the world. It's India. It was China, but now India has the most population, right? India has 1.46 billion people. Okay, 1.46 billion. Okay, and the government of India has an intention to reduce the population. In order to reduce population, we cannot kill the people. The one and only way is reducing the birth rate. Understood? And see, that's why government of India proclaimed hum do hamare do, naam rendu namukku rendu. അല്ലേ? അച്ഛൻ അമ്മ രണ്ടുപേരല്ലേ? 2 കുട്ടികൾ. ഓക്കെ, മാക്സിമം 2 കുട്ടികൾ. ഓക്കെ, ആൻഡ് ഇൻ ഫ്യൂച്ചർ ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി നാം ഒന്ന് നമുക്കൊന്ന്. അണ്ടർസ്റ്റുഡ്? നമ്മളൊന്നല്ലടാ, ഭാര്യ ഭർത്താവും. അവർക്കൊന്ന്. പുരിയല്ലേ? അപ്പൊ പുരിയല്ലേ? എപ്പൊ പുരിയത്? ഓക്കെ, പാറുങ്കൾ അല്ലേ? ഉനക്ക് പുരിച്ചതാ? ആ, ഓക്കെ. സോ ഫ്രണ്ട്സ്, encourages encouraged to participate. അവിടെ പഠിക്കുന്നു വേണ്ട തമിഴ് അറിയാന്, തമിഴ് സിനിമ കണ്ടാൽ മതി. ഓക്കെ, encouraged to participate in different activities. ഓക്കെ, ഇന്നല്ലേ റിവ്യൂസ് നോക്കിയിട്ടേ പോവുള്ളൂ. നല്ലതാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ. ഓക്കെ, ആൻഡ് യു ഹാവ് സീൻ ദ പ്രഡേറ്റർ ബാഡ്ലാൻഡ്സ്? ഗുഡ് മൂവി. The best movie in the Predator franchise. Yeah, I know about Jeffrey Dahmer. But he killed the people, so they would run or call cops for him. So he's a psychopath. Yeah, everybody knows that Jeffrey Dahmer was a psychopath. But he killed the people, so they would run or call. എനിക്ക് ഈ ഉദ്ദേശം മനസ്സിലായില്ല. ആള് സൈക്കോപാത്ത് ആണോ എന്നാണോ ചോദിക്കുന്നത്? Yeah, exactly. He's mentally ill, of course. എന്താടാ? അല്ല, അത് പറയാൻ പറ്റില്ല. അൺഡിസ്ക്ലോസബിൾ ഐഡന്റിറ്റി. അഷ്മിൽ അല്ല. No. Okay, guys. Family forces for getting married and to have children and to have babies. Okay, and government is against childbirth or not against childbirth. What? Okay, come on. Suppresses the population increase. Suppresses the population increase. Okay, friends, encouraged to participate in different activities. Family forces for getting married and to have babies, and government suppresses the population increase. Okay, and that's it. Now we are going to study about the sexually transmitted diseases. മാറ്റട്ടെ, ചേഞ്ച് ചെയ്യട്ടെ? HIV എന്താ? എയ്ഡ്സ് എന്താ? ഓനാ പറഞ്ഞേ? സിഫിലിസ് ആണോ? ഗോണോറിയ? ജെനിറ്റൽ വാട്ട്സ്? No. It will not make you unfit. See, watching that kind of brutal movies will not make us brutal. Okay, അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ എന്തൊക്കെ സിനിമ കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ട് അല്ലേ? Okay, Ashmil Ahmad. Yeah, Ashmil has some doubt. Movie today. I don't know, Ashmil. Let's see. Okay, guys, next. ഗോണോറിയ. ഹെർപ്പിസ് ഉണ്ട്. പേര് ജസ്റ്റ് പറയുന്നുണ്ടെന്നുള്ളൂ. ഓക്കെ, ഗൈസ്, sexually transmitted diseases. Sexually transmitted diseases. Sexually transmitted diseases. Sexually transmitted disease. Break in item. Okay, guys. Sexually transmitted diseases. These are the diseases. These are the diseases. These are the diseases transmitted from one person to another. One person to another. One person to another through sexual contact. Through sexual contact. Okay, sexually transmitted diseases are transmitted from one person to other through sexual contact. You know, common cold is transmitted through air, you know that. Okay, while you sneeze, the particles will come out to the air. Okay, and someone else inhales that, he'll also get affected with the common cold, right? Okay, and some diseases are airborne diseases, that is transmitted through air. Some diseases are spread through contact, just a shake hand. Understood? Some diseases are spread through food. Some are spread through water. Okay. But sexually transmitted diseases are the diseases transmitted from one person to other through sexual contact. Okay. Through body fluids. Transmitted by the contact of body fluids. Transmitted by the contact of body fluids. Transmitted by the contact of body fluids. Okay, for example, you know, to cheladundao, you know, you mean kissing, right? Okay, most of the people will have doubt if the AIDS will get transmitted through kissing. Okay, see, through kissing, you know about coronavirus. Will there be coronavirus in your intestine? Will there be coronavirus on your penis? Indo? See, different pathogens have different areas. Okay, the coronavirus inhabit in our respiratory tract. Understood? You cannot find the coronavirus in the intestine. Understood? The coronavirus will be present only in your respiratory tract. Pneumonia, streptococcus pneumonia will be there only in your lungs. Okay, so different pathogens have different areas of infection. Okay, like that, the HIV present in the body fluids, that will be in blood. Okay, that will be in the secretion from seminal vesicle, prostate gland and bulbourethral gland. Okay, but that will not be there in the salivary gland. Okay, HIV is the virus that causing AIDS, that will not be there in the saliva. So through kissing there will be no transmission of HIV. But there's a problem, and during kissing, if you bite on the partner's lip, okay, and if some wound occurs, through the wound the blood will come, through the blood the HIV will come. Okay, so intense kissing may lead to transmission of AIDS. Understood? Okay, but intercourse. See, while you are having intercourse, the fluids from penis, you know, the secretion of bulbourethral gland, sperm, semen. Okay, semen is the body fluid. Okay, from the semen, the HIV may be transmitted from the male to female, and in the female body also, inside the vagina, in the wall of vagina, on the wall of vagina, there are many glands called Bartholin gland. Okay, that gland also secretes some fluid. Okay, in females, when they have sexual desire, they will, you know, become wet. Have you heard about that? Okay, they will have a secretion of a fluid. Understood? That fluid actually for lubrication of penis during intercourse. Understood? That fluid also contains the HIV. Mootro alada kutta. Guys, you know, vagina. Okay, the penis is Nahane. Okay, the penis is inserted through vagina, right? The penis is inserted through vagina, right? Okay, see, that will be very painful. Okay, in order to reduce the pain or in order to reduce the friction, there will be some fluid secreted from the vagina. If that fluid is secreted, the penis can enter smoothly. Understood? Okay, that secretion from Bartholin gland, that secretion will also contain AIDS. Okay, if that female has AIDS, that secretion will contain what? HIV. When the penis is inserted, there is a contact of body fluids. Understood? So the contact of body fluids causes the transmission of AIDS. മനസ്സിലായോ? So HIV or sexually transmitted diseases transmitted from one person to other through sexual contact, transmitted by the contact of body fluids. Okay. Examples are bacterial sexually transmitted diseases. Bacterial sexually transmitted diseases are gonorrhea, okay, and syphilis, okay, and viral STDs. One is genital warts. Genital warts is not a genetical disorder. Okay, genital warts means the warts, warts. ഈ ചൊറിഞ്ഞ പാടുകൾ ഉണ്ടാവില്ലേ, വാട്സ് അറിയില്ലേ, ഇങ്ങനെ ചൊറിഞ്ഞൊരു പാടുണ്ടാവില്ലേ? ഐ വിൽ ഷോ യു വാട്സ്. കണ്ടോ? Okay, that is genital warts. കാണ്ടനി വീട്ടിൽ പോയി കണ്ടോ? കാണിച്ചരാ, നീ ചോദിച്ചിട്ട് കാണിച്ചാതിരിക്കുന്നത് എങ്ങനെ? കണ്ടോ? ഇങ്ങനെ കണ്ടില്ലേ? Okay, genital warts. And another one is AIDS. ഇല്ലടാ, ഒന്നുകൂടെ കാണിച്ചില്ല. ഇല്ല, no, of course not. Okay, so genital warts and AIDS. Okay, yeah, and the AIDS, the full form of AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay, acquired, what is meant by acquired? Acquired means we have earned that. Okay, that see, that is not inherited, we have earned that, okay, by our activities. Okay, acquired immunodeficiency. What is immunity? Immunity is the ability to fight against pathogen, and we will become immunodeficient. Our immunity will be decreased. Understood? See, when you have sexual contact with a HIV infected person, you will also get the HIV. Then your immunity will be decreased. Okay, you will have very low immunity and no immunity, so that any pathogen can enter into your body. Okay, your body is like an open door. Any pathogen can enter into your body. Any pathogen can kill you, because there is no more fighters in your body. Okay, there is no more immune system in your body. Understood? And you will die for sure. There is no medicine for that. Okay, and the one and only possible therapy is retroviral therapy. That will also not work. Okay, that will delay your death. That's it. That will not help you. Okay, that will delay your death. You will die for sure. Okay, so don't acquire this. Okay, yeah, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. And HIV is AIDS is caused by HIV. Guys, keep in mind, AIDS is the name of disease and HIV is the virus. Okay, full form of HIV is human immunodeficiency virus. Human immunodeficiency virus. Okay, break or no? Okay, have a break. Parvati, AIDS means the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay, when you have AIDS, your immunity will be decreased. You will have very low immunity. Okay, and you will die of that, because any pathogen can infect your body and you will die. Okay, AIDS is a viral sexually transmitted disease. It is caused by virus. Okay guys, once again, The bacterial STDs are gonorrhea, syphilis, and viral STDs are genital warts, AIDS, and herpes. Okay, what is what is, guys, what is sexually transmitted disease? How can you define sexually transmitted diseases? Transmitted from one person to other through sexual contact. Okay, and some students writes like this: it is transmitted through sexual reproduction. That is wrong. Reproduction has no connection with this. Reproduction is the production of offspring, right? Okay, just sexual contact. Understood? Understood. Okay, and AIDS was first diagnosed in America, and in India it was first discovered in which state? Come on, guess a state. In which state of India? Tamil Nadu. Very good, Tamil Nadu. Okay, it was first discovered in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so prevention of STDs: avoid sexual contact with multiple partners. Avoid sexual contact with multiple partners. Okay, yeah, only. Seriously, Tamil Nadu. Okay, if you don't trust me, we can search in Google. Okay. It's I'm not shaming Tamil Nadu, okay, it's a fact. Okay. In India, AIDS is first detected in Chennai. Works in okay. Guys, listen. Avoid sexual contact with multiple partners and have sex only with trusted persons. Okay. വിശ്വാസമുള്ള ആൾക്കാരുമായി. Okay. Have sex only with a trusted person. Only with a trusted person. Trusted person. Trust is a thing. Okay. Guys, for example, this is Gavin. Okay. This is Gavin and this is Gavin's girlfriend. Gavin. Okay. Okay. It's person A, person B. Okay. 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 This is a male. This is a female. Okay. And he trusts her. Okay. And they are having sex. No problem. Okay. But she is a cheater. Okay. She is having sex with 3 different people. 3 different people. Guys, listen. And if one of them have AIDS, okay, if one of them have AIDS, and from him she will get AIDS. She will get AIDS. Okay. From her, these 2 people will get AIDS, and she also will get he also will get AIDS. Understood? Okay. Yeah, സമ്പൂർണ്ണ സാക്ഷരതയായി. അപ്പോൾ guys, listen. So only have sex with a trusted person. Okay. Okay. Avoid sexual contact with multiple persons, multiple partners. Okay, guys. Next, using condom. Use condom. Use condom. Condom is made up of thin rubber or latex. Okay. What, Gavin? No. Okay, that's made up of latex or thin rubber. Okay. Okay, that is putting on the erected penis. Okay, guys, listen. This is erected penis. Okay, arrow mark പോലെ ഉണ്ടല്ലേ. Okay, erected penis. Okay, guys, and the condom, I'll show you the photo of condom if you haven't seen. Okay. Condoms in Qatar. Guys, this is condom. Okay. അത്ര ചെറുതല്ല. ഇതെന്താ ഇങ്ങനെ വരുന്നേ? Okay, okay. Guys, can you see this? Can you say this? Okay. Exactly not. That is female condom. Okay, guys, listen. See, this is male condom. It will be like this. See, it looks like Maggi masala packet, right? But inside that there will be this thing. Okay, and that is in see. If this is penis, that is inserted on this. Okay, you can insert condom only on the erected penis. Okay, yeah. And listen, guys. എന്താടാ അത് പറഞ്ഞുതരാം ഇതിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഹാങ് ഓവർ മാറിയിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി എന്നാ okay okay guys listen you know it is inserted on the penis okay that since that is very thin that will not affect your sexual pleasure okay you will get the pleasure a slight decrease will be there and listen every secretion the secretion of seminal vesicles secretion of prostate gland the secretion of bulbourethral gland and the sperm everything will be collected inside that will not go out so there is no contact of body fluids okay so there is no transmission of AIDS so condom is a good method okay but there is a chance for condom failure okay okay there is 1% chance for failure of condom okay and during the rubbing action or during the friction inside the vagina this thin rubber may break okay if that breaks khatam okay tata okay guys so use condom two methods which are the two methods to prevent STD tell me avoid sexual contact with the multiple partners another one use condom understood condom okay രണ്ടെണ്ണോ അതെനിക്ക് അറിയില്ലടാ അതൊരു എക്സ്പേർട്ടിനോട് ചോദിക്കണം okay okay guys next എന്താടാ okay next one is contraceptive methods you know what are the contraceptive methods means അല്ല അതൊക്കെ ആയി തന്നെ contraceptive methods mean the methods to prevent pregnancy okay the methods to prevent pregnancy cooperative okay these are the methods to prevent pregnancy guys for example you are a married couple okay for example Asher newly married okay Asher is a small boy and no not small boy okay Asher is newly married and his wife also and they don't want babies for the 5 years okay for 5 years they want to enjoy their life they want to go to new areas and they don't want babies for 5 years what they can do they can use contraceptive methods okay different contraceptive methods are there four categories of contraceptive methods are there first one is mechanical barrier okay second one oral pills side effect ഉണ്ടോ പറഞ്ഞുതരാം ഉണ്ടതുകൊണ്ട് ഇല്ലാത്തതുണ്ട് കേട്ടോ okay third one intrauterine devices or IUDs എന്താ കവിന്റെ ഡൗട്ട് yes you can have babies okay but frequent use of that kind of pills may lead to complete infertility okay come on intrauterine devices നീയാണോ കഴിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നേ yeah it's used by females not males okay എന്ത് മണ്ടന്മാരാ നോക്കിക്കേ guys listen എന്തായാലും intrauterine devices that one surgical methods okay Okay, surgery, Gavin. Okay, so mechanical barriers. What is mean by a barrier? This is a barrier, isn't it? Barrier. Guys, listen. This is ovum. Ovum. Okay, and this is sperm. Between the sperm and ovum, can you see a barrier? Who is that barrier? Condom is the barrier. Okay, condom is the barrier. Can you see the sperms released from the penis will be collected inside this? Ovum is here. Ovum cannot meet the sperm. Understood? So this is a barrier. Condom is a barrier. Okay, so mechanical barriers. Example, condom. Okay, there are two types of condom, male and female condom. Male and female condoms are there. Guys, എവിടെയാണത്? നോക്കിയേ, ദിസ് വൺ ഈസ് ഫീമെയിൽ കോണ്ടം. ഓക്കെ, ദാറ്റ് എന്താ ഡൗട്ട്? ആർക്കാ ഡൗട്ട്? നഹാനാണോ? നാസിന്റെ ഡൗട്ടാണ്, ചോദിക്ക്. ഇല്ലല്ല, ഓൺ ഡൗട്ടാന്ന് ഞാൻ പറയുള്ളൂ. പറ, ഈ പറ. ആകെ 4 ആളല്ലേ ഉള്ളൂ. പറയാ. ആ പറ. ഉറപ്പല്ലേ? അത് അത് ഞാൻ ഇന്നുവരെ പഠിപ്പിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതിൽ ഒരു ക്ലാസ്സിൽ പോലും അത് ചോദിക്കാത്തവരില്ല. അത് ഇവിടെ ഓൺലൈൻ ക്ലാസ് ഇല്ലായിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു തന്നേനെ. Guys, listen. Guys, listen. This is the female condom that is inserted into the vagina. For example, if this is vagina, okay, this is vagina, and the female condom is inserted into this. Okay, മനസ്സിലായോ? അത് കുത്തിക്കയറ്റ് തന്നെ, അല്ലാതെ എന്ത്? ഇല്ല, അതിനുള്ള നിന്നോളൂ. ഓക്കെ, ഓക്കെ ഗൈസ്, ലിസൺ. എടാ, അതും അത്ര പ്ലാസ്റ്റിക് കപ്പ് പോലെ ഒന്നും അല്ല കേട്ടോ, കോണ്ടം പോലെ, സെയിം തിങ്. ഓക്കെ ഗൈസ്, ലിസൺ. ആൻഡ് അനദർ വൺ ഈസ് ഫെമിഡോംസ്. അനദർ വൺ cervical caps. എന്താണ്? cervical caps. Okay, cervical caps. I'll show you the cervical caps. ദാ നോക്കിക്കേ, ഇതുമല്ല. ഇവിടെ നോക്കിക്കേ, this is cervix, right? This part is cervix, right? Cervix. Okay, the cervical cap is inserted here. The cervical cap is inserted here so that the sperm cannot enter into cervix. ഇത് സെക്ഷൽ കോണ്ടാക്ടിന്റെ സമയത്ത് മാത്രമേ ഇടുള്ളൂ. മനസ്സിലായോ? പെർമനന്റ് അല്ല, ഒഴിവാക്കാൻ പറ്റും. ഓക്കെ, ഓക്കെ. Okay guys, listen. So condom, femidome, cervical caps, these are the barrier methods, and these are only in female. Condom can be used for male and female, and the femidome, cervical caps are only for female. Okay, and listen, condom is the only, or mechanical barriers are the only contraceptive method that can prevent sexually transmitted disease. മനസ്സിലായോ? These methods may prevent pregnancy but will not prevent the STDs, but condom can prevent STD as well. Okay, yeah. Multi-talented, over-talented, right? അതന്നെ. Okay guys, listen. നിങ്ങൾ മറ്റേ കഥ കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടോ? ആഫ്രിക്കൻ ട്രൈബിൽ പോയി കോണ്ടത്തെ പറ്റി പഠിപ്പിച്ച കഥ. അത് പറഞ്ഞുതരാം, അത് നിങ്ങൾ കേട്ട് കാണും. സി, once there was an increased population in an African tribal area. Okay, പറജി. And guys, listen, in order to reduce the population, okay, UN sent a doctor to that area. Okay, doctor was teaching about the use of condom, how to avoid overpopulation, how to avoid having unwanted pregnancies. Okay, and he introduced a condom. He opened a packet of condom and took this. Okay, and he took a stick from there, and see, ഒരു വടി അവിടെ നിന്ന് എടുത്തു, ഒരു കോല അവിടെ നിന്ന് എടുത്തു. ഓക്കെ, ഇത് കാണിച്ചു കൊടുക്കണ്ടേ? Okay, he opened a packet of condom and took a stick from there. Okay, and he inserted the condom on the stick. Okay, and daughter taught all the tribal people, now onwards when you have sex you should do like this. Okay, and the doctor provided a lot of free condoms to them. Okay, after many years doctor again come back. Okay, and there was no reduction in population. Doctor asked why. Weren't you following my instructions? Yes doctor, we always abide by your instructions. Okay, then why there is no reduction in population? Because they said whenever we have sex we will take a stick from our field and we will insert condom on that and we will go and have sex. Okay, yeah, like that. ഇല്ല, കോലുമേലിട്ടെ. Sir, I heard that birth control pill can give clear skin. ഇതൊക്കെ എവിടെ നിന്ന് കേൾക്കണേ? I don't know about that. Doki seem funny if I want. Parvati, I didn't understand that. What is that? I don't know. I must search and find. Okay. Guys, listen. Next, oral pills, oral contraceptive pills. The oral pills are used only in emergency condition. What condition? Emergency. Non-emergency pills are also there. Guys, listen. And you know, Nahan and wife don't want babies. Okay, they were having sex with using condom. Okay, and because of some reasons, their condom is broken. Okay, and she's about to become pregnant. Okay, and what the Nahan do? Nahan will buy oral pills and give to her. Okay, and see, in case of condom failure or in any emergency condition, you can eat oral pills within 72 hours. Okay, within 72 hours you should eat the oral pills. Okay, after 72 hours there is no use. Got it? അതൊക്കെ അതിലൊക്കെ ചില കെമിക്കൽസ് ഉണ്ടെന്നേ ഉള്ളൂ. പപ്പായ, അതുപോലെ അല്ലല്ല, പൈനാപ്പിൾ അതിലൊക്കെ ചില കെമിക്കൽസ് ഉണ്ടെന്നേ ഉള്ളൂ. പക്ഷെ വർക്ക് ആയിക്കൊള്ളണമെന്നൊന്നുമില്ല. ഓക്കെ, വർക്കാവാതെ എത്ര കേസ് ഉണ്ട് എൻ്റെ ഫാമിലിയിലുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടല്ല. ഓക്കെ guys, listen. So oral pills. Okay, oral pills prevents fertilization, implantation. Okay, and some oral pills prevent ovulation also. Okay, some oral pills prevent ovulation. Okay, and there is a side effect for oral pills. There is a side effect. The side effect is hormonal imbalance. There will be hormonal imbalance in women. Okay, and there will be irregular and painful menstrual cycle. Irregular menstrual cycle. ഫോൺ കളികളടാ എടുത്തു നോക്കി, ഞാൻ അയച്ചുതരാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, irregular menstrual cycle. Next, intrauterine devices. These are the devices inserted into the uterus. Okay, IUDs. Example, copper T and lippus loop. Copper T and a lippus loop. Copper T is like this and lippus loop is like this. അതൊരു കോല് പോലെ ആയിരിക്കും. ഇങ്ങനെ ആയിരിക്കും അത്. Lippus loop will be like this. Okay, that is inserted into the vagina. Okay, inside the uterus that will coil like this. പറഞ്ഞുതരാം കാണിച്ചുതരാം. Lippus loop കണ്ടോ? This thing അതിൻ്റെ എക്സ്റേ ഫോട്ടോ കാണിച്ചു തരാം. ഇവിടെ നോക്കിക്കേ, എക്സ്റേ. ഇൻ ദ എക്സ്റേ ക്യാൻ യു സീ ദാറ്റ് ഇൻസൈഡ് ദ യൂട്രസ്? അല്ല, അത് അതിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിലേക്ക് ഇടുന്നതാണ്, വെക്കുന്നതാണ് അതിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ. ആ അതെ, നോക്കിക്കേ. ഐ ഷോ യു കോപ്പർ ടി. നോക്കിക്കേ, ഇതാ നോക്കിക്കേ. Can you see this? It's a T-shaped thing, okay, that is inserted into the uterus, okay, and on this there will be a copper wire. What wire? Copper wire. There will be a coiled copper wire here, okay. That copper wire continuously releases copper ions. That copper wire continuously releases copper ions. That copper ion kills the sperms. പറ, നഹാന്റെ സംശയം പറ. അത് ഇൻസേർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക, അത് ഈ കൊട പോലെ ആയിരിക്കും. സി ഇറ്റ്സ് ലൈക്ക്, ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് നോക്ക് ഇതാ, ദാറ്റ് വിൽ ബി ലൈക്ക് ദിസ്, ഓക്കെ. യു ക്യാൻ ഇൻസേർട്ട് ദാറ്റ്, ഓക്കെ, ആൻഡ് ഇൻസൈഡ് ദാറ്റ് ദിസ് വിൽ ഓപ്പൺ. ഇൻസൈഡ് ദി യൂട്രസ് ദിസ് തിങ് വിൽ ഓപ്പൺ. അണ്ടർസ്റ്റുഡ്? ഓക്കെ, ഇൻസേർട്ട് ഇറ്റ് ലൈക്ക് ദിസ് ആൻഡ് ഇൻസൈഡ് ദിസ് വിൽ ഓപ്പൺ. അത് വലിച്ചെടുക്കാൻ പറ്റും. ഈ നൂല് കണ്ടോ, പിടിച്ച് വലിച്ചെടുക്കാൻ പറ്റും. ആവില്ല. അത് നോട്ട് ബൈ യു, എ മെഡിക്കൽ പ്രാക്ടീഷണർ ഓർ എ നേഴ്സ് വിൽ ഡു ദാറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ. ഇനി നിന്റെ അടുത്ത ഡൗട്ട് എന്താണ്? പെനിസ് ആയ്മ കുത്തൂലേ അല്ലേ? നിനക്ക് ആ ഡൗട്ട് വന്നില്ലേ? ഇല്ല കേട്ടോ. ഓക്കെ, സി യു നോ ദാറ്റ് ദിസ് ഈസ് വജൈന, റൈറ്റ്? ഓക്കെ, ദ പെനിസ് റീച്ചസ് ഹിയർ. ഓക്കെ, in some extent the penis may reach here. Sorry, penis may reach here. Okay, not on this. illa, cervix is elastic, baby is coming through this, it is elastic, it is extensible. Okay guys, listen, and can you see the copper wire on this? Copper wire, the copper wire continuously releases copper ions. That copper ions inhibits the motility of sperm, prevents the motility of sperm. Okay, sperm will not be able to move further. Understood? So this copper ion kills the sperm and prevents fertilization. See, intrauterine devices, copper T lipus loop. Okay, this copper T releases copper ions. Releases copper ions and inhibits fertilization. Releases copper ions that kills sperms and inhibits fertilization. Guys, the worthy method, the most effective method of contraception is intrauterine devices. If you don't want to have babies for 5 years, you can use what? You can use the copper T. Okay, for 5 years if you don't want babies, you can use this. Okay, not single one, not 5 years, you have to replace this. Understood? Okay, and after 5 years, whenever you want to have baby, oh let's have a baby, then you can remove that. Okay, then the baby factory is open. Got it? Shihabuddin, who is Shihabuddin? Ara Shihabuddin? See, ആണോ? പുള്ളി എന്താ ഇതില്? Who is this Shihabuddin? അതാ ഏതില്? അല്ലാ, അതൊക്കെ ആരാ കേറ്റണ വരെ? അത് നിങ്ങൾ ലിങ്ക് കൊടുത്തിട്ടല്ലേ വരുന്നേ? ഓ ശരി. Okay, I'll note. Okay. See, different types of oral pills are there. Okay, hormonal oral pills are there. Different oral pills are there. Different oral pills have different effects. Okay. And it's not good to use because a lot of side effects are there. Okay, since the oral pills are chemical, there are many side effects. And Intrauterine devices are the most useful method, most efficient method with a very less side effect. Okay. Okay, guys. And surgical methods. What methods? Surgical methods. There are two surgical methods. One is vasectomy. Other one is tubectomy. Vasectomy and tubectomy. Vasectomy and tubectomy, guys. Guys, listen. First, vasectomy. Vasectomy. Okay. The vast difference is cut and tied. What difference is cut and tied? Okay. Okay. And it prevents transport of gametes or sperms, transport of gametes. Okay. And tubectomy, in tubectomy, the fallopian tube is cut and tied. The fallopian tube is cut and tied. Okay. It prevents fertilization by preventing the meeting of sperm and ovum. ഉണ്ടാവും. I will explain. അയ്യോ, പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. ഇതെന്താടോ ടച്ച് ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചിട്ടൊന്നും ആവാത്തെ? ഓക്കെ, ഇത് വരുന്നില്ലല്ലോ. ആണോ? ഇനി എത്ര നേരം പ്രസ് ചെയ്യണം? കുറെ നേരമായില്ലേ? ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ഓപ്ഷൻ ആണല്ലേ? നോക്കിക്കേ ഗൈസ്, ലിസൺ. The sperm is produced here. കാണാലല്ലോ. See, sperms are produced here. Okay. Sperm will be released, but the sperm cannot enter the urethra. Okay. So that sperm cannot come out. Okay. But the secretion of seminal vesicle will come out. Secretion of prostate gland will come out. Secretion of the bulbourethral gland will come out. Okay. So listen, after having vasectomy, your penis will erect. Okay. You will have sexual desire. You can have sex. Okay. And some fluid will come out. Secretion of seminal vesicle, secretion of prostate gland, secretion of bulbourethral gland will come out, but there is no sperm. Sperm cannot cross this cut. Understood? The penis will erect, you can have sex. Okay. The fluid will come out, but there will not be sperm in that. Okay, there will be no sperm in that. Understood? And listen, and you may think, oh, the sperm will not be accumulated here and will that burst? Your doubt will be like that. No, it will not happen. എല്ലാ ക്ലാസ്സിലും എടുക്കുന്നല്ലേ, എനിക്കറിയാം അതൊക്കെ ആയിരിക്കും ഡൗട്ട് എന്ന്. അപ്പോൾ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചോ. And the sperm, okay, once the sperm is released, if that is not going out, that will be reabsorbed back to the body. Understood? And usually, even if you are not having sex, The new sperms are produced in every 2 days, right? New sperms are produced. That new sperms after production will be collected in this part epididymis, okay? And if that sperms are not going out, that will be reabsorbed back to body, okay? These sperms are made for releasing, understood? These sperms are made for releasing, and if that is not going out, that will be reabsorbed back to body, understood? Okay, guys, and in this case, guys, listen, ovum will be released, okay, and the ovum will reach here. Ovum will be waiting for the sperm can enter, but sperm cannot cross the incision, so there is no fertilization, understood? And you know, during ovulation, nase എന്തുണ്ടാവുക? sperm ഫോം ചെയ്തു, sperm റിലീസ് ചെയ്തില്ല, sperm എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കുക? Reabsorbed to the body. Okay, guys, listen. And once the ovum is released, the inner layer prepares itself by making it spongy. Okay, cutting is made here. That will not affect the preparations inside the uterus wall. Okay, the uterus wall will prepare. There will be no fertilization. There will be menstruation. Understood? So tubectomy will not affect the menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle will happen. Okay. Recover ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് വിചാരിച്ചാൽ you can untie this and join again, but there is very less chance. Got it? Okay, it is irreversible. What? Irreversible. See, if you are using copper T, okay, Asher and his wife don't want babies for 5 years, okay, 5 years she can insert the copper T, right? After 5 years, when they have a second thought to have babies, they can remove that, okay, that is reversible. But after doing vasectomy and tubectomy, if they thought in the morning, oh, let's have babies, it's not possible. It's irreversible. Okay, so it's not a good contraceptive method. Okay, a good contraceptive method must be irreversible. Condom is a good method, copper T is a good method, oral pills are good method, but surgical methods are not good methods. Okay, that is permanent termination for pregnancy. Okay, not termination, permanent contraceptive method. Okay, yeah. And if the question is write one drawback of surgical method, the answer is it is irreversible. Surgical methods are irreversible. Surgical methods are irreversible. You can't undo that. Okay, yeah. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞില്ലേ? Okay, next thing is induced. You are not reproductively healthy. Muscles ആണല്ലേ? പറ എന്താ? വേറെന്തോ പറയാൻ വന്നില്ലേ നീ? ആക്കാട്ടോ സിനാനെ. Okay, guys. What? Induced abortion. Induced abortion. Okay, miscarriage, you know, miscarriage, otherwise abortion. But this is induced abortion. Miscarriage occurring naturally, right? Miscarriage happens naturally, but it is what? A deliberate one. Okay, you are doing that deliberately. You are killing the fetus deliberately or purposefully. That is induced abortion. Understood? Okay, have you heard about induced suicide? Induced suicide. Okay, if someone someone induces you to kill yourself. Okay, yeah. Otherwise, so guys, okay, let's come back. Induced abortion. Okay, purposeful abortion. Understood? Okay, otherwise we can say that medical termination. Blue whale. Blue whale. Do you remember that? Okay, medical termination of pregnancy. കളിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നോ? Medical termination of pregnancy. Medical termination of termination. Okay, putting an end to the pregnancy. Understood? Okay, guys, it is legalized in India. Legalized in India. It is legal in India, but only under certain condition, only under strict condition. Only legalized in India, but only under strict conditions. Strict conditions. Strict condition. The strict conditions are if the continuation of the pregnancy is dangerous to the mother, you will get permission for abortion. Okay, if the continuation മനസ്സിലായില്ല, അതായത് pregnancy continue ചെയ്യുന്നത് അമ്മയ്ക്ക് കുഴപ്പമാണെങ്കിൽ abortion ചെയ്യാം. If the continuation of pregnancy is dangerous to the fetus or to the mother, you can go for abortion. Okay, and if the couples don't want babies for now, they can go for abortion. Understood? Understood? And if the mother wants baby and the father don't want baby, you will not get the permission, because mother has more importance. Okay, so you will get permission only under strict conditions. Okay, and you know, it can be misused. It is misused. It is misused. It is misused for female feticide. Female feticide. Female feticide. Okay, female. What is feticide? Suicide ഉണ്ടല്ല, side. Pesticide അറിയില്ലേ? Pesticide, suicide, patricide, matricide, homicide, everything. Killing. Okay, feticide is the killing of fetus. Female feticide. Okay, killing the fetus if that found to be female. Okay, in India in older days, you know, there was a system called dowry. You know, dowry. Dowry means paisa kodukka. Okay, guys, Nahan, if you have a daughter, okay, at the age of her marriage, you have to spend a lot of money on her marriage. It's too costly process. Okay, so Nahan tends to see, Nahan likes to have male children, isn't it? Okay, and if he has the provision to find out if the child is going to be male or female, if he found that the female is going to be, sorry, the child is going to be female, he kills the baby. Understood? That is female feticide. Okay, okay, and the prenatal sex determination is illegal. No doctor is going to tell you the sex of the baby before birth. Okay, prenatal sex determination. Prenatal. What is prenatal? Natality means birth. Natality means birth. Prenatal, before birth. Okay, prenatal sex determination. Prenatal sex determination is illegal. Prenatal sex determination is illegal. Okay, why it is illegal? Why it is illegal, Nahan? Dowry. Okay, what is the consequence of that? What is the consequence of frequent female feticide? Consequence. Very good, very good. Consequence of frequent female feticide. Female feticide. What is the consequence? It affects male female sex ratio. Male female sex ratio. The male female sex ratio is important, isn't it? Isn't it? And guys, 50% male, 50% female in a population is an ideal sex ratio. Okay, 60-40, 70-30 are also okay, but 90-10, 90% male, 10% female is not okay. Okay, only 10% will get married, the 80% will stay single. Understood? Which means there is no next generation. In the next generation, the population will be very less. Understood? So male female sex ratio is very important. So the female feticide should be illegal. Okay, how is the induced abortion misused? It is misused for female feticide. Okay, that's it. Now the chapter is over. Okay. I want to take the attendance. Wait.